Alright guys, how's everybody this morning? Let me give you a quick update on the Luna USD situation, what's been happening over the weekend, because it has been an interesting weekend to say the least. And then we're going to talk about what we can maybe do today to continue to trade this strategy. So just to reiterate, the core of this strategy is the fact that on the evening after the collapse, after the relisting of the Luna token, somebody in a very short space of time, we're talking about 10-15 minutes, bumped up the USD value from 9 cents to 15 cents. So we are working with the assumption that the fair value of the USD token is around 15 cents. This is the core of this whole strategy. And the price then oscillates between those values that are then linked back to the Luna token. So at the time of the pump, the Luna token was worth like 0001-ish or even less, and then overnight it kind of caught up to the to like an equilibrium with the USD token of about 0.0020 or 25. No, it was 25 at the time. Okay, so that was our support between 0.0025 and 0.0033 after the USD also then bumped up to 20 cents. So those are the levels we were working with initially. Then over the weekend, there was a lot of volatility. There was a lot of FOMO on Saturday, whereas prices of Luna and UST have pumped substantially, and those supports went all the way up to 0.0042. But then there was a hack. There was a fake news thing going around on Sunday. So that was Saturday, we had the FOMO. So everything just jumped up crazy. That was amazing time to play this game because it was so volatile. There was so much volume. It was just beautiful if you knew what was going on, okay? Then on Sunday, what happened was there was this fake news going around by a pump and dump group. Now I have it all covered here on my Blockthrown Twitter account. If you want to go in, I have actually explained it here in this thread. And if you want to see my previous tweets, just go to tweets and replies and you'll find the previous stuff that I posted in relation to the stuff that's going on Friday and Saturday. So let me just go back here because we're seeing something interesting. So this is UST we're looking at right now. So it's essentially at a buy range right now because it's down at 13 cents because these levels have now come down. So they're no longer at 25 and 33 and even 42. They're now down at 20. So for Luna, we're talking at 0.00020. So buying below this has been extremely profitable over the last 24 hours. And then just incurring some volatility because there was a lot of volatility below that range because there's a lot of stop losses going on, but the people in the know were buying it up and the people not in the know were dumping it because they were panicking that it's going to go back into a death spiral. But because if you keep an eye on the USD, and as long as USD is within close to, you know, down 15 cents, and it has been going down to 13 cents as well recently, but you know, between 15 and 13 cents and you don't see like a massive dump or a massive volume spike or anything like that, you're absolutely fine. No need to panic. Stay in position. You know, deal with that volatility for literally like a few minutes, and then you'll be back up. And just be patient. Be careful with stop losses because they'll just take you out due to volatility. Just deal with that volatility for a few minutes, and then you're going to be riding up with resistances then being at 22, 24. 28, 30, and so on. But you can write this thing up all the way to 30. So we're talking about 50% profit, you know, intraday, which is amazing. And you can do that a couple of times in a day. So it's worth sitting on your computer, watching the prices go, being patient, waiting for the right levels, then incurring some volatility, and then making huge gains. Okay, obviously for yourself, make sure you size your trades correctly. Whatever you put into this trade, you have to be willing to lose. Okay, whatever that is for you, just be aware that there's a chance it goes back into a death spiral and you lose everything. So don't go crazy, okay? Don't think this is my chance to make it big and, you know, to buy a house. Just, you know, I would say small to medium, you know, stay in that range of your risk. I tend towards medium now because I'm getting more confident in my strategy, but I was on the small side initially. Okay, so let's go through the goings on over the weekend, and let's begin with the USD. So I'm at a 1 minute chart here, and you see the way it got bought up here, and you see this long wick here. Wick, did I say that right? So yeah, you see there's buyers coming in and supporting the price here at 13 cents essentially. Okay, now this could all dump and go wherever, but listen, this is the price you pay for the gains you get. All right. So let's just change the timeline to, let's say, 15 minutes, so we get a longer overview of what's going on. And I might as well make this bigger, right? Okay, so we can see what an amazing support 13 cents has been, okay? And it has gone up as high as 28 cents nearly. Okay, and as long as it stays within this range, we're all good, no need to panic. You do, however, have to keep an eye on the Bitcoin price just to make sure it's not doing anything crazy. You know, this is essentially your barometer for the macro situation. So if something, some major shite happens in the world, you're going to see Bitcoin dump, okay? So you don't need to look at all the million news sites. Just look at Bitcoin price. And if it's okay, if it's steady, nothing crazy going on, we're good, okay? The other place you want to keep an eye on is the Terra Twitter account, because here, just do a quick refresh, make sure you can, make sure you have the latest news. So this update was 18 hours ago, so nothing new here. And then keep an eye on this schmuck's Twitter account as well. Make sure he isn't doing anything crazy. Do Kwon, he's the CEO. So May 14th, May 14th, May 14th, May 11th. So nothing crazy going on there. But the quickest way to check is actually here in their Terra network Telegram channel, because this will just auto update. Don't have to refresh it. It's really good. And we see the last update was May 15th. This was when the dump happened yesterday. And it says here, all updates will post on this Twitter account, Terra _money. Any other Twitter accounts purporting to represent Terra are fake. Users are advised to be on the lookout. So once this was published, it says here just before 3, but I'm not yeah, it was, you see, I was just having lunch at that time, so I got caught out by this a little bit. But the fake announcement was for 4 o'clock. So let me just show you that as well. So I have it here on my Twitter feed here. So okay, this is the Telegram group with 358,000 subscribers that helped spread the announcement rumor. So there's a huge group. So there was a huge dump as well. We'll look at the charts a little bit later. So it was scheduled to go live at 2 p.m. GMT, which is 4 p.m. CET. I'm within CET time zone. And then the crash happened minutes before. It literally was, we'll go back to the charts and we can look at that. So that was Sunday, that was yesterday. So let's go back to the charts here. And let's how do I, okay, there we go. And let's move over to Luna. There we go. Luna is in the buy range right now as well. As you can see, we are, kind of flirting with the 21 support. Looks like the support, like, what was this? Yeah, this was yesterday. So see the way, this long wick here, this was a buy situation. This was the panic that happened around 4 p.m. Let me just, okay, it's UTC +2. So this is actually CET time zone, okay, just for reference. You can just right click on this, I think, and change it if you don't like it, or left click, sorry, and just change it to wherever you are, okay. You can have it UTC. UTC is by default, but I switch it to UTC +2, which is my time zone, just for reference. So yeah, we are currently in a buy zone here, and then you have to, survive this volatility. And then you can make yourself nice profits. Let's do a quick measurement here. So if you went in just here, so what are we looking at, 20, and then you rode this thing all the way up to, well, it went all the way up to, I think it's here. Hold on, can I move this? No, I have to turn off auto. Now we can move this over this way. Get the ruler out, and I'm not even counting from here. So if you're buying this, look at this volume spike. So this is all the liquidations going on, and the people who know are just buying this up and going, oh yeah, give it to me, give it to me. And then they write it up, and then they take their profits here. Okay, so let's say you went in at 20.0419. Let's say, you bought here, and you rode it all the way up to the top at 29 cents. Sorry, 29. You made, hold on now. It just, man, this just keeps messing with me. Hold on 2 seconds. Let's do it again. Okay, let's do 20.03, let's say you did, and you rode it all the way up. There you go, so 7 bars, so that is 7 times 15 minutes, and you made a 45% profit. Okay, you could have just been taking profits along the way, because we had a massive dump. Somebody took huge profits here at 24, and then dumped all the way down to 20. Okay, so, and this took out a lot of people by surprise. Took out a few small stop losses that were set around this 20 level, but it never actually broke the 20 level. It stopped like 20.03 or 20.04. But yeah, this was someone took huge profits here, and then because someone took huge profits here, it was able to then make a big run after that as well, because obviously someone else had already taken profits. But look, the story already repeated itself once more here, and then again all the way up to 28. I mean, these are 50% profits within a few hours. Okay, so we're here again. Is it going to repeat again or not? I think it will. I think it will, because as you can see, there's nothing going on. Bitcoin is stable, macro is stable, nothing on Twitter, nothing on Telegram, nothing on I mean, Reddit is a bit of a mess, so I don't watch Reddit that much. But yeah, just watch the big news sites. So I have The Guardian here, I have Bloomberg, and I have CNBC. Okay, so you can watch the markets here, you can see Asia, you can see pre-markets, US, oil. And you see, the one important factor before I forget today is Monday, okay? So the weekend was great because there's nothing major news that's going to come out, nothing from the markets. So macro is kind of stable over the weekend. So today we have much higher risk because God knows what's going to happen today on this crazy geopolitical landscape. So we are just need to be very well aware of that. So today is a much higher risk environment. So perhaps size your trades accordingly, okay? Maybe you go back to small sizes, not medium, because today is a riskier day than yesterday. But yesterday was just an amazing, amazing day for people who knew what they were doing and who were just able to absorb that bit of volatility. So yeah, Bloomberg. The one thing that does concern me very much so is the NATO prepares to add Finland and Sweden to its northern fences. This is going to enrage Russia, and I'm sure they're going to respond in some way. So I do expect lots of volatility. There's also lots of news coming out this week. So this week, risky, huge volatility ahead. So I'm just trying to make this morning trade before everything goes crazy, before the US opens up, before something crazy happens in Europe. So just take this morning trade. It's 9 o'clock right now here in CET time zone. So, but later on in the day, in the afternoon, around 2:30, 3 o'clock CET, things could get crazy. The US opens up, and then the US gets involved, and then things start to get really messy. Okay, so that's where we are right now. So I just want to show you that this was the volatility. So yesterday, when this fake news broke out, so it was, I think the price was sort of dropping anyway, but this was supposed to be the support. 25 was supposed to be support, and it bounced beautifully. But then it started to trend down, and then that news came out. So see here, 3:30. That's when the market realized what's going on, that the news was fake, and just see that huge kind of just all the noobs, all the suckers that were suckered in just capitulated. But then if you bought this capitulation, you made huge gains. Okay, so there we go. Right now, we have an opportunity to make a trade, but just realize that it's the Monday. It's going to get much messier potentially. But right now, all systems are go for the next couple of hours. All right, that's it for me. If you appreciate this kind of information, make sure you like, subscribe. I'll be posting updates on Twitter and on YouTube in the comments as well to keep you updated. So make sure you're subscribed. And if anything major happens, I'll just post a video. So make sure you have that bell notification turned on as well. Thanks very much for now, and I'll see you in the next one.